Hello, everyone. This is Scott, one of your co-chairs for the School of Mines 5-year reunion. We've decided to put together a short video here for you to see what we've got planned for the reunion activities this year. As most of you know, this was scheduled to be held last year, and because of COVID, it was canceled or postponed last year and moved here to this July 2021. When we resurrected all the subcommittees to work on this, we did this back in about the 1st of February of 2021. And at that time, this was before all the COVID vaccines were available. And we discussed maybe even canceling this reunion again because there was still a lot of fear in the news media, and we weren't sure whether we would even get our 25 of our local people to show up for the reunion. We decided, though, to go ahead and have the reunion, and even if a small group showed up, we would still have a good time. So I'm recording this on, let's see, I guess it's Monday, June 14th, and just before I started here, we had over 600 people registered for the reunion. So this is we're very happy that a lot of people are planning to turn out for the event. And as our pre-registrations have been increasing, we've been slowly adding features back into the schedule, and hopefully we'll have a good program for you all, and you'll be happy that you've come to Rapid City to attend the reunion. This logo that you see on the screen here was this was based on our class logo back in 1975 for when we had our M Day in 1974. This was our logo that we made bumper stickers, etc. For that. So we pulled that out, and the Truckin' Grubby is kind of hats off to the old days back in the 70s, at least for our class. And we call this Reunion Light because there's less activities than in prior reunions. And the significant thing here is the mask. We thank Brian Hill over in our graphics design group who made this logo for us and put the mask in there. Okay, so here's our schedule. We're going to be starting on Thursday, 8th of July, and that will be the first thing on the agenda is the Golf Classic, and that's out at the Red Rocks course, kind of south of Rapid City here, and this is a fundraiser for the Hard Rock Club. So when you go online and register for the reunion, you'll be given the opportunity to sign up for the Golf Classic. There's quite a few. I'm doing air quotes here. Quite a few registered for that. I should have looked before I started this, but there'll be a good turnout for the Golf Classic. We'll have here on campus. We'll have early check-in starting at 9 a.m. on Thursday. And this will be over at the new Alumni Center, which is just across the street to the west of Surbeck Center. So some of you probably haven't had a chance to see the new Alumni Center. You're invited to stop in and check that out. It's a very nice facility. We'll be kind of starting the events with at 11:30 on Thursday. And this is kind of an extension of what we normally do here in our local alumni group, we have a Thursdays at Thirsties, which is a bar down on Main Street. And so every second Thursday, we meet down there for lunch and socialization. It just so happens that the second Thursday falls on our reunion schedule here, so we'll be packing a lot of people into Thirsties and spilling over into Murphy's next door for lunchtime on Thursday. This is on your own cost-wise. If you've gone to the pre-registration page, you'll see that we have a $10 registration fee for this event, and that includes everything on here, including the banquet on Saturday. So we will not be including this, though, in the registration. So when you come down there, you can have a beer or whatever, burgers or whatever you want off the menu, and that'll be on your own. We anticipate this will continue on maybe into the afternoon. And then at 4 o'clock, though, we want to have an open house and a reception over at Elevate Rapid City. And this is at Main Street and East Boulevard. And this is the new business incubator that's just, there's still dust on the floor over there, brand new building. And the purpose of this building is to encourage businesses to start and to develop with the idea that they will then go off and move out of the business incubator into their own facilities after a few years or whatever period they need. And so there'll be a reception and tours over there from 4 to 6. And then after that will be happy hour and summer nights. This is our regular summer nights events that's sponsored by Rapid City. And so we'll have a tent and places to sit down there for happy hour and summer nights downtown Rapid City. And I think that's it's in the program, but I think this is at 7th Street and Main Street and 7th, I think, but it's right downtown. There's parking ramps nearby, and there are restaurants all around here. There'll be music and all of that. So if you're available, be sure and stop downtown for summer nights. Our events on campus start on Friday, the 9th of July, and we'll be checking in whenever you get here. At Surbeck Center, we'll have the President's Welcome at 9:30. And then maybe some of you are aware that M Hill is in dire need of a renovation. A lot of the concrete is cracking, and some of the plaques are becoming unreadable up there. So we've got this is not associated with our reunion, but this is an activity that's being done by some senior design projects here on campus. Scott Kenner, who recently retired as department head over in the civil engineering department, is in charge of this. After the President's Welcome, Scott Kenner will give a talk about the renovation activities there on M Hill. Tunnel activities, this is like we've always done here during the reunion. That'll be on campus. Then at 11 o'clock, right at the same place on the quad, there'll be the family picnic. We will gather at 12 o'clock or 12:45 for a group photo, and that'll be taken right there in the quad, right near the arch. Also at 12 o'clock, we'll have a raffle drawing that will be done by the Hard Rock Club for a Jeep vehicle, and the winner of that raffle will be announced there at about noon on Friday during the picnic. After the picnic is over, we'll go to the various departments for open houses. Most all the departments on campus will be doing something for their open house. That will be all in the program that you will receive when you check in. Which departments are going to have the open house and where you would meet to take part in the department open house and the tour. Then on Friday, many of the organizations have scheduled events for their members. At 2 o'clock, the Theta Tau fraternity will be having a social down at the Theta Tau house on Kansas City Street. Delta Sig at 5 o'clock will be over at their house, also on Kansas City Street. AOE at 5:30 will be having their social at Murphy's. At 6 o'clock, Axe will be having a social event at Thirsties. Triangle Fraternity will be having an event out at Jeff Allen's home, and they'll be, if you're a Triangle member, they'll be getting in contact with you to make sure you have directions for that. AD Pi Sorority will also have a social event starting at 6 o'clock at Pour 54 Tap House. So we think we have a good lineup of activities for you there on Friday. On Saturday, then, we will meet for breakfast at Surbeck, and we'll just go through the line. That's included in your $10 registration fee. Then at 9 o'clock, if you're so inclined, you're invited to attend the President's Motorcycle/Car Tour through the Black Hills. That'll be departing from Canyon Lake Park at 9 o'clock. This is an event you can sign up for right on the pre-registration webpage, and any proceeds for that will be used for scholarships. I showed M Hill Climb on there, but this year, because we had no idea how many people were going to show up for the reunion, we decided to make the M Hill activities informal this year. So you're free to climb M Hill. There's a trail system up there. You can park close by. There's bath or restroom facilities right there before you start climbing the hill. But we will have no tents or porta potties or beverage stations along the way. So there'll be no support facilities for that. We'll add this back in, and also the M Hill renovation activity will be starting, later on in the summer. So we'll be putting that probably back into the reunion schedule in 2025. Then you'll have some free time to rest up, and then we'll have our banquet starting at 5 o'clock over at the Dakota, same place as, the last several reunions anyway. Happy hour at 5 o'clock. At 6 p.m., the banquet will begin. We have essentially all of the banquet space rented at the Dakota, and so based on when you sign up on the pre-registration page, one of the things that you can check is your affiliation. And so you can, if you're affiliated with any of the triangles the sororities or fraternities or many other organizations, for example, robotics club, athletics, music, you can look at the dozen or so things you can check as an affiliation when you pre-register. What we'll try to do then is when we assign space for this, we'll be trying to put people who've indicated an affiliation. We'll try to set everybody together. But we've got like we've done in prior reunions, we've got the large fraternities in their own rooms, and the smaller fraternities and sororities, we've got them in their own room, and then the non-Greeks, we've got a large area for the non-affiliated non-Greek groups also. So based on the pre-registration, we'll try to put people in rooms, and and try to make sure we have enough seats and enough meals for everybody. You're not obliged to sit in any particular place. There'll be enough chairs and enough food for everybody, and you can kind of sit where you want to. We'll make a forecast of where we think you'll want to set based on what you check on the affiliations. Then on Sunday we'll be having a farewell coffee over at the Newman Center, and the Newman Center is located just to the west of Surbeck, just to the west of the Alumni Center, same parking lots. So this is a new facility that's near campus, as of in the last 5-6 years or so. And this is an organization that's affiliated with the Catholic Church, but their facility has been open really for a lot of campus organizations here, and so a lot of our students make use of the Newman Center for various activities. Stop by on your way out of town. We'll have coffee and treats for everyone if you'd like to stop and bid us farewell. And then at 9 o'clock, we'll have a Catholic Mass there in their chapel. And then when that is over, we'll have a non-denominational prayer service if you'd like to stay for those. But that's our reunion plan for this year. Just some reminders here, I guess, that Friday afternoon, if you wanted to get together with some of your classmates or friends or family, this Friday evening has been set aside for that. So you'll see a lot of these organizations have set up events for their membership on Friday afternoon. So that's available. And if you have a group that you would like to organize an event for on Friday afternoon, let us know, and we can put that on our schedule here and help you get the word out for that. We still have, all the rooms that we had reserved over at the Dakota have long since been booked, but they're still giving. If they have rooms available, they will still give you the School of Mines reunion rates, and they're still doing that. And I think as of last week, there's still rooms there at the Dakota. Okay. Couple of reminders. Go to the pre-registration website and sign up. The $10 registration fee is something you can put on your credit card, and that's all hopefully self-explanatory there on the web page. It also has this schedule that I just showed you. It has this broken out a little bit more in a bit more detail, and so you can look at that there on the registration web page. As I mentioned before, the $10, thanks to some local donors who are subsidizing our reunion here this year, the $10 registration fee gets you into everything, including the banquet, but not the golf tournament, not the motorcycle ride, because those are for fundraisers for scholarships, and then the Thursday event down at Thirsty's and Murphy's, that's on your own. So we had complaints, I guess, in prior years that the $80 or $70 registration fee per person in prior years was prohibitive to some people. So one of our goals this year was to reduce the pre-registration cost down to a very low level. And because we had some local donors who had volunteered to step forward and really subsidize heavily the reunion for all of us this year. Okay, that's the story. Again, we welcome you to the reunion here in a month or so, and look forward to meeting each and every one of you at the events during the day. See you then.